Welcome Millhouse family. This week we are giving a shout out to our friends over at Pizzeria 712. We are doing a spaghetti with meatballs. It will have a marinara sauce and some ground Parmesan. And then we are doing a iceberg wedge salad with blue cheese dressing, radish, scallion, and bacon. Let's get started. To get started for our pasta and meatballs, I have warmed up the meatballs just for about a minute and a half in the microwave, just so they are kind of warmed through. We just want to get them into a pan over medium heat. We're going to get just a little bit of color on them. So we're going to let these go for about a minute on this side. We'll flip them over, we'll get a little color on the other side, and then we'll start to add our sauce and build our pasta. All right, our meatballs have been cooking for about a minute on this side. We'll give them a flip. We'll let this other top side get a little bit of color. And then we will come back in a minute and we'll add our sauce and get going. All right, so these have been nicely browned, on both sides. So we are now going to add our sauce. It's gonna sputter quite a bit when we first add it. We're gonna add a little bit of water too to help thin it out. Just a little bit of water that thins it out and buys us some time for everything else to warm up. We've got our meatballs in there. We're gonna add our pasta. All right, we're gonna let that cook for a little bit. We'll come back and check on it in just a little bit. All right, our pasta has been cooking for a little bit. Starting to warm up. The sauce is already pretty thick, so I'm going to add just a touch more water to buy us a little more time. I'm going to stir that around. We'll give that another 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and then we should be ready to plate up. Okay, our pasta is ready. We're going to give it a little taste just to make sure. Just needs a touch of salt. Give that a mix. Okay, we're going to just put our noodles in. Put some of these meatballs in there. All right, and then we have our Parmesan. We'll go a nice line of that. And here we have our pasta with marinara sauce, meatballs, and Parmesan. All right, for our salad, we've got our iceberg, we've got our components. We're gonna put on this plate, I'm just gonna cut the iceberg in half. Essentially, you get a quarter wedge kind of per person. We're just going to arrange that on our plate. And then, first thing we'll do is we're going to add our dressing. Just try to drizzle it over as much as you can evenly between the wedges. Let it kind of drip down inside. And then I'm gonna do radish. Get as creative as you want. Kind of get them all around. I'm gonna go bacon. And then finally, some scallion. And here we have our iceberg wedge salad with blue cheese, bacon, scallion, and radish.